everyone, and welcome to another edition of our Dockside Chats, brought to you by the staff and scientists at the Center for Coastal Studies in Provincetown. And I'm really happy you could join us today. I'm Rich Delaney. I'm the president of the Center for Coastal Studies. And I just want to tell those of you who are just joining us or discovering us for the first time, the Center for Coastal Studies is an independent nonprofit that conducts scientific research in public education and outreach activities so that we can better understand and learn about and better understand our complex ocean ecosystems and coastal environments. And we hope to make that information available to you, to anyone who's interested in protecting the oceans, so that ultimately we can all be better stewards. What we're going to focus on today is one aspect of that has to do with our growing understanding of seals as part of that complex ocean ecosystem. We're very fortunate to have one of the leading seal researchers, Lisa Setti, with us today. And while we have not understood the role of seals in the environment, and in fact misunderstood to the point where we almost hunted them into extinction, they are coming back. And it's a really important story. And we are still learning more and more about how important they are as one component of our ecosystem. And Lisa, thank you for doing so much great research in this area. Please tell us a little bit about your current work investigating a new wet haul out situation in Provincetown Harbor.
Rich, thanks so much for inviting me to be part of the Dockside Chat series and letting me share the story of the evolution of the gray seal haulouts here in Provincetown. But first, I think it's really important to talk about the history of gray seals here in southern New England. We have to remember that gray seals were bountied from the late 1880s all the way through the early 1960s, and they were all but extirpated from these waters. And it wasn't until protection in 1965 through a Massachusetts law that gray seals found protection. And in that 55-year period, gray seals have repopulated the waters around us. They also have protection now through the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972, and we are starting to see changes throughout coastal New England. Back in 2015, we started to see small groups of gray seals in the outer harbor of Provincetown, and in 2017, they showed up very early in May, much like we see at the outer beaches of High Head and Head of the Meadow, and even in Chatham and South Monomoy. And they persisted all the way through the late fall. In that season in 2017, CCS started to do focus surveys on the haulouts. One female that we've seen consistently over the years since we began the research is Dragon. She has a really distinctive dragon-shaped marking on her right head. We also can monitor the health of the individuals within the haulout. We do try to document entangled individuals. We have a few animals that we've seen consistently through time, and we share those entangled animals with our stranding partners at IFAW. What's unique about the haulouts here in Provincetown is that they're wet haulouts. Typically, these animals are sitting on the bottom of the bay in about a meter or less of water. And this allows us to get nice ID shots by focusing on their head and necks. We believe that this behavior might be driven by the fact that there's a lot of people that visit the seashore. You have a lot of people walking out on the bars and going swimming. And we also have predator pressure from coyotes within the park. So for us at CCS, it's a really exciting time to study a newly evolved haulout like this here in Provincetown and to see what happens into the future.
Lisa, thank you very much. That's really interesting and terrific research you're doing. And we look forward to hearing more about what you learn in the future. And for those of you who are watching and want to learn more about seals or about any of the other work we do at the Center for Coastal Studies, please visit us at www.coastalstudies.org or on any of the other social media outlets. We're just about everywhere you can find us. And we also invite you to become a member or a friend or a donor to help join us in protecting oceans and coasts. And again, you can do that by visiting our website. So thanks for your interest in joining us today. And I look forward to meeting with you again at our next Dockside Chat. Goodbye.